The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage. And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Prescott. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory. You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The All-Pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Winston. He completes it to Evans. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
1st and 10.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Winston now. Completes it to Fitzgerald. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Mike 54. Let's screen, Timothy. Guys, out time. Let's get off the... Easy.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here we go, 47. Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On second down now, it's Jones. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
So that'll back them up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Good. Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
from the 35 on second down. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Green, triple T. We got 25 the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, 25 the mic. We got 25 the mic. Hey, come on now. Wait. Let's go.
On third down, Winston. And that's complete. It's Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Check 24. Check. Shift. Watch the shift. Bang. Bang.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Winston now finding Godwin complete. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Watch the slip. Even. Wait.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Jones. And they'll will indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going.
He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Come on, switch it. Watch, twist. Let's go.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Flip it. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. A first down throw for Winston. Evans has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And another Winston to Evans connection. Mike Evans, he didn't play football till his senior year of high school. He was such a good basketball player down in Galveston, Texas. But I think he's happy he picked football up.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. I would have loved to have been around those conversations. The head basketball coach, the head football coach. Since it was high school, maybe it was the same guy. You never know. And saying, I need this guy out on the field. But it's worked quite well for him. And Jameis Winston's so happy to have him on his squad.
And they've got the lead in this one because of those two. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a run with Anderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check 99. Check 99. Check. Come on. Sunday. Check. What? Watch screen, triple team. Let's go.
Third and short yardage. Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake, Winston. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Zadarius Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Under. We're going to 54 right in.
Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On second down, it's Anderson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
You got tight right there. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the go.
On third down, here's Jones. Oh, nice move. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With it is Brown. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Prescott from the gun on third. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, flush to his right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and this is going to be... back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Jameis now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw, Winston. And finds Howard complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. First down, Winston. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The Bucs on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
That's it, baby. We got one. At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Prescott now from the 50. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Joe Mixon, and an alley to run. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
First down, Cowboys.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Play action now, Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off, Byron Jones. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On third down, it's Jones. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Check 13. Check 13.
Anderson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Green, triple team. Flip it. Watch the pass.
2nd and 5 now. Winston toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Scott Miller. Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. One last shot now for Winston. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.